nicely, and we are proud to bring to you no less than this comet C2025 A6 Lemmon, which is right now performing very beautifully in our night sky. This is the comet imaged in real time by our telescope. Each image takes a few seconds. You can see how, oh my god, how many satellites are crossing the field of view. This is quite an issue these very days, my friends. So at some point, making astronomy will be harder and harder. I'm also trying to share with you the sight from another telescope. Let me see if I succeed with this. Here we are, yes. And I want to adjust also the other large field of view astrograph in order to share this very beautiful comet with all of you, my friends. Here it is also, the image from the other telescope. Look how beautiful this color image is with the very long tail of this comet. Of course, I hope that this image is making your time with us well used. I'm just adjusting a few parameters here to maximize the experience. So my friends, this is Comet Lemmon in real time, brought to you via the Virtual Telescope project. As I said, I'm not sure how long the clear sky will last, because I see that from the western horizon there are some clouds slowly climbing the sky. And for now we are go. So this is the comet we wanted to share with you, and we also scheduled this live feed a few days ago, but as you know, we had to cancel the feed because of the weather. So here we are, my friends, and I really hope this is making you happy with your experience with us. Oh, very nice, very beautiful the comet is right now. So sad that right now the field of view is crossed by so many satellites. But let's see what will happen. This is something we have no power on that, of course. So happy that the sky is so beautiful right now. Images are coming back to back. If you look on the bottom right here, there is a countdown, because each image grabbed by our telescope is basically a long exposure, white bright. In an astronomical sense, this is a faint object, so we had to collect light for several seconds, in this case 2 minutes. This is why the countdown runs from 120 seconds to 0, and once 0 is reached, of course, you have the new image displayed. So I want to welcome all of you. I see many friends from different parts of the world. And I'm happy that the Virtual Telescope project is making possible for you to see something honestly very unique. The telescopes are working together. We have several telescopes, of course. So this is a wide field of view image. How nice this sight is, my friends. These are several degrees, so the tail is pretty long right now. You see that the new image is darker because we are still facing the evening twilight, so the sky is getting darker and darker while we are imaging. While I am in Rome, telescopes are more than 120 kilometers far away from here, because you can imagine the light pollution, and the telescopes are under the best skies in Italy, in Tuscany. So proud that the virtual telescope project is performing so beautifully once again. Let me see. I want to share also, look, the close-up from the other telescope, showing the very, very detailed tail here. How nice, how nice, every time. I'm always happy to share the beauty of the night sky with people, curious people from all around the planet. Not sure how long we will be able to image this, because as I said, we have clouds slowly, unfortunately slowly approaching the same region of the sky where the comet is. But how beautiful, my friends. Just adjusting manually a few things, you see. Let me see how to improve the experience. The contrast here. So nice, my friends. Here it is, the large field of view image. How beautiful, my friends. This is Comet Lemmon. It's very sad to see so many satellite trails actually destroying the beauty, the natural beauty of the night sky. But this is what we have, my friends. How nice, really. This is Comet Lemmon, which reached the minimum distance from our planet a few days ago. And we are really admiring its beauty here. Via the Virtual Telescope project. We still have several days. This comet is a naked eye object right now, provided you are blessed enough to look up from a very dark place with, I would say, a pristine night sky. Let's hope the weather will hold. And as I said, this comet already reached the minimum distance from us, and the next important date for it will be the 8th of November, when it will be at the minimum distance from the Sun, the so-called perihelion, and on that date it will be marginally less than 80 million kilometers from our star. So beautiful. Happy that we are enjoying this together. Also, again, I want to show you the close-up, by the way. It's a wonderful object. It's really a wonderful object. All these images are live images. I want to underline this. This is basically visible from every place in the northern hemisphere right now. Pretty easy, because you just need to face the west horizon. Let's say 40-60 minutes, that is 1 hour after sunset, and you can scan just above west with a binocular at 20 degrees of altitude, and at some point I'm pretty sure you will see the comet. You have to be pretty fast in this, because the moon soon will be too bright and its light will fight against the comet itself. Now go back to the light. Wow, how beautiful really this image is. Truly outstanding. Look how long the tail is. Also, please understand, these are raw images. When you see those shining images on magazines, websites, whatever, they are carefully processed images. I'm just trying to show you a hint of the tail here, telling us how long the comet tail is. Here it is, my friends. How beautiful. Crazy comet. Very beautiful. No, it's very far from Earth, so it's more or less 100 million kilometers from us. I'm so happy that we are really having a wonderful view of this comet, despite the many satellite trails. Incredible how they are seriously affecting the beauty of the night sky, my friends. Look how many satellites crossed the field of view in 2 minutes. I'm truly impressed by this comet. One of the finest comets seen over the last couple of years. Even 1 year ago, we had the comet Suschan Atlas also putting its wonderful show in the night sky. So we have been lucky to see a few wonderful comets over the last 5 years or so. Something crossed the field of view, as you can see with the pale red color here. It's always fantastic for us to bring the cosmos live to all of you. How nice, my friends. Perfect images. The new image will show in about 20 seconds. How nice. How nice. The new image is ready. Come on. There is a strange pattern on the comet. Very likely it's an airplane. I think it's an airplane contrail. Wow. Here it is, the close-up with the other telescope. Let me see if I can show you the actual telescopes doing this job, by the way. I want to show you the telescopes I'm using. Okay, let me see. And these are the telescopes we are using, my friends. So happy that so far the weather is holding. Transparency is, I would say, good, not the best possible, but I will not blame that. So nice, my friends. Happy to bring this cosmic beauty to all of you, and thank you for joining. The comet can be seen basically with the simplest optical device, even a modest pair of binoculars, even a very small telescope. No matter what you are using, it will help you. So it's up to you to try in the very next days before the moon will be an issue. How beautiful all this is, I must say. Very nice, my friends. Hope you are having fun with this. I really love what we are seeing here. How beautiful. I apologize if I repeat beautiful, beautiful, but to be honest, this is perhaps the only word I have in mind right now to describe what we are seeing, my friends. Weather is at least now holding, not the best one, but it's still go. Comet C 2025 A6 Lemmon brought to you live via the Virtual Telescope Project Facility in Italy. An outstanding experience for us. Every time something special is happening, the Virtual Telescope Project is ready to make the cosmic show available. It's fantastic, honestly. How nice, my friends. How nice. If you are going to try with a pair of binoculars, as someone said on the chat, of course, do not expect to see the comet as bright as we see in this image. The images I'm sharing with you are taken through a professional system with a very sensitive camera, but that said, the experience the personal experience through binoculars will be amazing as well. I have been looking at this comet with my own eyes last Friday, that is 7 days ago, and it was amazing. And right now it's even more bright, so if you waited to see a comet, this is your very moment, my friends. Later I will see if we can observe comet SWAN as well. I'm not sure, because in that direction, okay, the sky is also improving in that direction, so let's see what will happen, but I want to stay on this comet as long as possible, because honestly this one is much better than comet SWAN. Definitely the comet, this one. Honestly, this is a super sight. How very beautiful this object is. I really hope you appreciate what we are seeing here. I strongly suggest you to subscribe the YouTube channel, the Virtual Telescope Project. This way you will know every time we will plan something special. You will get notifications, and let me say this happens quite often, my friends. Let's see how this view will develop. I think we've been lucky so far. So beautiful, my friends. I'm enjoying the sight with you. Such a wonderful experience for us. Thank you, Suzy, for your support. You have been one of our most present friend. How beautiful, really, really, really. Never tired to look these beauties and share them with our friends worldwide. So nice, my friends. So nice. We are still up and running. Having a very good sight. Unfortunately, there is some interference, as you can see, with the pale red trail. That is very likely it's an airplane contrail. I saw on our all-sky camera an airplane crossing basically that spot of the sky, so it's very likely that that is the contrail, but I have to check this a bit better to be sure. I don't know if we will have here in Italy another opportunity to see this comet in the next days, of course because of the weather, I mean, and then the moon will be an issue, as I said. So beautiful. Comet Lemmon brought to you in real time via the Virtual Telescope project. How precious all this is. While the sky is not perfect tonight, it's just great for us. After several days in a row, very, very bad weather, at least we are sharing what we wanted to share with you. This very amazing, beautiful comet. never tired, as I said, to share with you the beauty of the cosmos. The Virtual Telescope project has been around for 20 years next year, doing this job, you know. So happy. We do our best, you know. Of course, I will work on the images I'm collecting right now to hopefully get out the most from them, and I will be publishing them on our Facebook page and mainly on our website. I also plan to make a short reel for our YouTube channel. If you want to see this comet, you have to look west. That is about 1 hour after sunset, provided you are in the northern hemisphere, not far from the very bright star Arcturus and the Corona Borealis, the northern crown, while the comet is quickly moving west. I can also suggest you to visit a few websites like space.com or Sky and Telescope to check for star charts, making your life easier if you want to look for this comet. All these images, as I said, are raw images. I'm sharing with you what is just coming out from our imaging devices, okay? And I can barely imagine how beautiful these images will be once I will have had the time to carefully process them. As you can see, we are bringing the cosmos worldwide for free, but of course this does not mean that our system is cheap to run. So if you like what we are doing, provided we will never ask for money for joining our live feeds, but if you want, if you like what we are doing, if you want to keep our project alive, please consider supporting us. You can visit www.virtualtelescope.au/donate, and this way you can make sure that in the future we will be able to bring more and more to the world. We have been doing this for 20 years now. Our reputation is honestly so solid. We are featured by the most important newspapers in the world, the most important space agencies, press agencies, whatever, just to tell how serious our project is. And we never ask for money. As I said, you are here for free, you know, but still, to keep this project alive, I had to pay some not cheap money. So if you want to support this project, visit www.virtualtelescope.eu/donate, being sure that we will never ask for money. I mean, I will keep this project up and running for free until I will be able to do that, and I hope that some of you will consider supporting this project. Okay, let's start another sequence, my friends. With some luck, we will have some good footage to share at some point early next week. How nice, how gentle this object is, my friends. Look.